What up, YouTube? It's your man, Beefy Big Guns. We in the kitchen? Yeah, it's the cooking show. And it's time for me to start dropping some recipes on you guys. I came up with a great one the other day. It's lunchtime. Time to have a garden vegetable lunch. Can't wait to show you what I do. So this recipe starts with a summer squash of some kind. This is one of those prolifics that were in my video the other day for the garden tour being harvested. All I'm going to do is cut this into discs. Very simple. Squash chunks into a bowl. Once you have your sliced squash in the bowl, you now come in and add seasonings. You can use what you want. I use garlic powder, salt, and pepper. Give them a swish around. And now in with the pepper. Cool. Now, once you have the salt and pepper and garlic in there, take some olive oil. Just drizzle some in there. You don't want them to be swimming. You just want it to get a little coating on the outside. And then we're going to give that a stir. Once you have the oil on your squash and the salt and pepper and garlic powder, give them a good swirl. There you have it. That's what it should look like when it's done. The next thing to do is get your tomato cut up. Now, truth be told, this is the first time that I'm doing this with the tomato, but I really think it's going to be good. So I'm giving it a shot. We're going to give about 5 or 6 of these, a little shot of tomato on top. But yeah, one of these little early treat tomatoes out of the garden. And these slices are going to sit on top of some of those. After that, we're going to take some of our garden sage that we have harvested and dried. Alright guys, so that's what it's going to look like for me before I get ready for the final step, which is to sprinkle Parmesan cheese on top of it. We live in Wisconsin, get some decent Parmesan cheese. So when it comes to me and using Parmesan, I rose in that stuff, man. No remorse. Time to get our tray in the air fryer. I'm starting at 390 for 6 minutes. So alright guys, the main thing that you're trying to do with the cooking process is get that Parmesan cheese with a real nice crisp to it. That's a good start, but it's not all the way there. So we're going to put it back in 390. I'm going to do another 3 minutes, and then we'll check in when we're done, give you a total time. I rotate these things in the air fryer because I don't think it cooks evenly front to back. Pro tip. That's what I want them to look like, guys. Nice and crispy with the cheese. The tomato's a nice touch. It looks pretty with the tomato on it. These are how we were doing it originally. The tomato's a new add. I hope this isn't really hot. But you see these, they get crisp. They get like almost like chips. It's hot. But it's so good. I suppose I owe it to you guys to try the ones with the tomato to let you know if that's actually a good way to do it. So, one more little bitey poo here. Tomato. I actually really like the kick of acid in that. It makes it really good. It's really got Italian flavor with the sage and the tomato and the Parmesan. So that's definitely a little bit of a more Italian way to do it. Either way is great. You can't miss. The squash is always going to be just kind of a vessel to get it to your face. But good recipe that we developed at the house here. 100% enjoy it. 100% gonna go and enjoy lunch. We out here.